These four pieces of rubber are the most engineered tires on planet Earth. And they are designed to fail. Not because Pirelli can't build a tire that lasts. They absolutely can. But Formula One doesn't want them to. And once you understand why, you'll never watch a race the same way again. Let's rewind. For most of F1's history, tire companies fought each other. Michelin versus Bridgestone, the legendary tire wars. Whoever built the better tire could decide the championship, but it got messy. In 2005, at the US Grand Prix, Michelin's tires were deemed unsafe, and 14 cars withdrew before the start. Only 6 cars raced, so F1 changed the game. Since 2011, there's been exactly one supplier for every single team, Pirelli. Around 40,000 tires produced every season, and every car on the grid gets the exact same rubber. No advantage, no excuses, just strategy. Now, here's where most fans get confused. You hear soft, medium, hard. But you also hear C1, C2, C3. What's the difference? The C stands for compound. Pirelli builds 5 of them, from C1, the hardest, to C5, the softest. Think of it as a spectrum. Hard compounds are slow, but nearly indestructible. Soft compounds are lightning fast and melt like ice cream in the sun. But here's the trick. For each race weekend, Pirelli picks just 3 of those 5. And whichever 3 they pick get relabeled. The hardest becomes the white striped hard, the middle one becomes the yellow medium, and the softest becomes the red soft. Which means the exact same C3 tire can be the soft in Silverstone and the hard in Monaco. Smooth, slow street circuits get the softest picks. Brutal, high-speed tracks get the hardest ones. And when it rains, green intermediates for damp tracks, blue full wets for standing water. Each wet tire clearing dozens of liters of water per second at full speed. Okay. Now the part that sounds like a conspiracy theory, except it's completely official. Every era, Formula One hands Pirelli a target letter, a literal design brief. And it doesn't say build the fastest tire possible. It says build tires that degrade, force 1 to 3 pit stops per race, create strategic variety. Why? Because in the early 2000s, tires were too good. One set could last an entire race. Everyone ran the same strategy. And honestly, it got boring. Degrading tires changed everything. Now teams gamble. Pit early on fresh rubber and you can leapfrog a faster car. That's the undercut. Stretch your tires longer than everyone else, and you're praying they survive to the flag. Tire degradation isn't a flaw. It's the entertainment engine of modern Formula One. So how do these things actually work? Let's get nerdy for a minute. An F1 tire is completely slick, 0 grooves, maximum rubber on the road, and yet each tire touches the track with an area smaller than a sheet of paper. 4 postcards of rubber, holding a car through corners at 5G. The pressures will surprise you. Your road car runs around 32 psi, an F1 tire, roughly 21. Lower pressure means the tire squishes into a bigger contact patch, more rubber gripping the track. But the real magic is heat. These compounds are chemically designed to work between 100 and 110 degrees Celsius. In that window, the rubber becomes soft and sticky. It literally keys into the microscopic texture of the asphalt. Too cold, and it's like driving on ice. That's why tires are preheated in blankets at 70 degrees before every run. Too hot, and the compound starts to cook itself. And the loads? At top speed, aerodynamic downforce squeezes over 1,000 kilograms through these tires. They deform, they flex, they grow with speed. A tire is not a solid object. It's a living, breathing part of the suspension. So why do they fall apart? There isn't one type of death. There are several. And all that discarded rubber has to go somewhere. It sprays off the racing line and forms marbles, little balls of dead rubber. Drive offline onto them, and it's an ice rink. That's a big reason overtaking is so hard late in a race. But here's the strangest part. A tire can look perfectly fine, plenty of rubber left, and still be dead. That's thermal degradation. Once the compound overheats past its limit, its chemistry permanently changes. Graining. When a tire slides before it's warmed up, the surface tears. Little ridges of rubber roll up, and suddenly the tire is riding on its own dead skin. Grip disappears. Blistering is the opposite. The tire overheats from the inside. Gases expand deep in the rubber, and chunks literally burst out of the surface. Cooked from within. The grip is gone, and it's never coming back. And the story keeps evolving. For 2026, Formula One entered a whole new era, and the tires changed with it. Still 18-inch wheels, but narrower, 25 millimeters slimmer at the front, 30 at the rear. Less weight, less drag. Oh, and pour one out for the C6. The softest compound ever made lasted exactly 1 season. It was so close to the C5 in lap time that Pirelli killed it. So next time you watch a Grand Prix, look past the overtakes. Watch the tires. The rubber tells you who's bluffing, who's gambling, and who's about to fall off a cliff.